Hello and welcome to another episode of Diablo 4, where we are continuing with the Season 6, the Season of Hatred. So I have completed what is essentially the entirety of the story for the Vessel of Hatred. There is, of course, one quest left right here, Deeds of a Champion, as you can see it. But it's basically just like complete a laundry list of different things in the Hantu so that you explore it, get some renown, that good stuff. I did throughout get some Saccharoon remnants, so I'm going to cut to the dialogue he gives right now. Alright, so I have been leveling up, completing the quests consistently. So I should have a lot of Saccharoon favors. So let's just see if he says anything special.
If only I could be out there to witness your deeds firsthand. Instead, I've been scouring the old armory for anything you may find useful.
Okay, so there is some dialogue. So we'll see what he says for the others. And I'll add each one into this video, I think. Alright, so that was that. We are close to the next level, but not quite there. I also want to show you, first off, I have a hypothesis that getting up to Torment will unlock more story stuff. That is my hope. It is what happened last season with the Infernal Hordes. So maybe, fingers crossed, that will be the case next episode. If not, this might be the final episode. But I do want to show off the different mechanics that exist now in this game. And one of those is the reworked Nightmare Dungeons. So basically, you trigger a Nightmare Dungeon, and you can do that at any difficulty level at this point, which is kind of weird. And when you complete it, there is a bunch of materials, and there is a chance, not a guarantee, but a chance that you get a XP well, which gives you 15% more XP for an hour, which is pretty good, honestly. That combined with everything else really stacks up the XP growth. So it's actually... I think there might be some other reasons to do Nightmare Dungeons. I'm not 100% sure, but aside from that, it's basically a regular Nightmare Dungeon. So I figured, you know, I'd show you one right now, and hopefully we are lucky. And I might, you know, be disingenuous and rig the odds and just cut to me doing a Nightmare Dungeon which has one of those wells. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what I meant. This is literally the dungeon, the first dungeon. So they have these experience wells. Once you click one of those, you're given 1 hour of experience. 15%, as I said, right now. There we go. I'd rather not die. I do not know if they disappear if you die. I assume not. But I could not swear about it, right? Aside from that, they're a good source of glyphs, but they do not power up your glyphs. It's done via the pit, which is very interesting. Not quite sure why they changed it that way, because you already got materials via the pit. I guess they've made multiple ways of getting materials now, and then the pit is the way that you... It has a more in-game variety, I guess. Nightmare Dungeons are just dungeons, so there's no reason. But I feel like at this point, there isn't really a reason to do regular dungeons at all, except for the season story, maybe. So I have mixed feelings. To be fair, Nightmare Dungeons are basically the regular dungeons, so I guess it makes sense that they would put the glyph leveling into that section. Not really sure. But anyway, we're going to be speeding through the content right now, completing this Nightmare Dungeon. And as you can see, by the end of it, I won't have any glyph experience. Unfortunate. Okay, this is interesting. This is basically the bosses from the Halls of the Penitent. If that is what the dungeon to level up your world tier to world tier 3. It's kind of interesting that they reuse that. So that was basically a Nightmare Dungeon. You get some materials, you get another glyph, and as I said before, you get this experience boost, which is very useful. So that's kind of it for Nightmare Dungeons. They're worth doing, but not much more than that, unfortunately. They are also, as I said before, kind of part of the season's journey. Yeah, completing Nightmare Dungeons, and you get the complete any dungeon found on your map, which is quite nice. So doubling up like that is pretty good. Okay, they've changed this. This used to be like 600%. They've changed it now to just the same. I don't understand. They keep changing things all the time. Anyway, that was that. We're gonna cut, I think, to maybe the holiday special. If there is a red cloaked horror, so I might cut to that text right now. Okay, so currently for Season 6, there is a Midwinter Blight holiday event. Beware the Crimson Reaper. The red cloaked horror has returned to Sanctuary with vengeance. Horror rains down on Sanctuary. From November 19th to December 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Demon of Crimson Dismemberment rallies Blightfield minions for another malicious assault on Sanctuary's Denzians. Keep your wits about you. Be sure to keep alert while slaying foes in Helltide, Infernal Horrors, and dungeons. The Red Cloaked Horror is known to lurk around these battlegrounds. Slay the Red Cloaked Horror for rewards. Defeating him will reward you with a potent Gillian's Brew. For 30 minutes, your damage is increased by 20%, experience gains by 15%, and more. Claim your one-time gift. Be sure to stop by the Winter Square in Kyovashad to obtain our gift of Grim Cheer for the season. Only one per account may be claimed. We're going to vanquish him. Oh, okay, that opens the browser, of course. Now, technically, it's actually December 3rd, so it may have ended. We're going to try to get the gift at Kyovashad, but because of real-life events, I really haven't been able to explore the holiday event. So let's see. Moment of truth. Will I be able to get the Midwinter Blight thing? Probably not. Although it shows it to be there. The 2 bonuses. I wish that they would continue it.
Nice, but I did miss civilization.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, they do actually have it. So Midwinter Ward. And we get a bunch of stuff. Including some stuff. We get Gideon's Wetter as well. It's Midwinter again. I've seen omens of the Red Cloaked Horror's return. And I hope this letter reaches you, hero of the song. The demon is relentless. I've left some gifts to help you inspire hope in these dark times, my friend. Gillian, the Traveling Bard. Now, I remember the Midwinter Blight being actually kind of fun. Not that expansive, but it was fun. And it was basically the best of the holiday events. The Ancestors one, the Chinese New Year, was also pretty good. Each and every one else has sucked, and there has barely been any. I think Blizzard has really dropped the ball when it comes to these kind of fine things. It would be fine if the seasons were amazing, but considering they're not, it's very disappointing. One additional thing is that with the season, a bunch of Aberrant Cinders are dropped when the Blood Maiden is summoned, like a disgusting amount. So that is pretty good, but that's kind of it. Oh, apparently I got some mounts. That's very nice. And we're gonna do this, I guess. Yeah, we need Torment difficulty to get the final one. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice to have, but I would have liked for more, if that makes sense. Anyways, if I do meet the Red Cloaked Horror, I will try to kill him, but considering how little time there is for this Midwinter event, I'm a bit skeptical. Unfortunate, but if I'm wrong, I'll be making a cut right now. Let's hope summoning the Blood Maiden will summon a bunch of other players who can help me. So this goes just a tiny bit faster. Because of the holiday event, the amount of blood crystals you get is ridiculous. Is my memory. Now, I have quite a few blood crystals, so I think we just need to essentially summon it, and it'll be good. Here's hoping. Yeah, so you can see all the Blight Fiend enemies because it is the Christmas holiday special. Christmas holiday event, I guess we call it. I think I can do this by myself, but having another player or two would definitely speed this up. So here's for hoping. But I might be out of luck. But as you can see, I already have 300 Aberrant Cinders, which is crazy. So losing them all would be painful, to say the least. Here's the Blood Maiden. Okay, we're doing quite a bit of damage to her. I need to be very careful that I don't let anything kill me, because we have so many cinders. Like, it would be very frustrating. We're doing pretty well, I think. I mean, we are overpowered at this point. We have all those Paragon Paragon powers. We have pretty decent equipment. Maybe not the best tempering, and not quite the best affixes, because I haven't really been upgrading my equipment. But as a whole, we are very powerful. Alright, fantastic. So we did it. We got a bunch of extra stuff. Now it's time to open some Helltide chests. I'm gonna make a cut to the end of this, because it's basically just open chests and that's it. Oh, there we go. The Red Cloaked Horror. Isn't that a treat? I actually managed to find him. And there we go. He's dead. So that was the holiday event, folks. Once you get the full, I guess, threat level, there is a chance that he spawns. And you get a bunch of items. Now, I'm at such a low difficulty level, I'm not even playing on Torment, that the items he gives kind of suck. Let's see if I can replicate that in Torment, if I have time. But if not, then we're just gonna that'll be it, basically. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can find the Red Cloaked Horror. Maybe, just maybe. I believe filling up the threat meter spawns him. So maybe the person we're fighting with right now has his threat meter full. If not, we're just going to have to get it full ourselves. We're finally at Torment difficulty. I do not know if there's a greater chance of it spawning at that time, but as you can see, a lot of the spawned enemies are... oh, well, we just died. That's not great. We just leveled up to Torment, so I'm a bit weak. Oh, there he is. It's a Red Cloaked Horror, so hopefully we can survive. So yeah, as I said, once the threat meter is full, he spawns, more or less. And at Torment difficulty, considering how squishy I am, it's actually quite difficult. But fortunately, we have another player who's able to help us. And he quite literally just killed him. Absolutely fantastic. Getting some Gillian's Brew and some legendaries. And that's kind of it. So that's it for the Helltide when it comes to the Red Cloaked Horror. But another aspect of this season is, as I said, the enemies being spawned are kind of like the Bright Fiend enemies from the previous Midwinter Blight. And the amount of Aberrant Cinders you get is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Aberrant Cinders from summoning the Blood Maiden. So many that I think I need to actually use some of these, because I'm so weak that I'll probably lose them all immediately afterwards. Alright. Nice. So Living Steel. Some legendary pants, and for some reason the game is lagging quite a bit for me, so I'm gonna have to restart it after this. Yeah, powerful players for the win. absolutely carrying everything for me. Fantastic. And already they are summoning even more. Makes me want to stay here and fight. But we're going to hold off for now. Or I'm going to make a cut right here anyway. Already getting so many things. It's ridiculous. Oh, we actually summoned the Red Cloaked Horror. Oh, yeah, because someone was at full. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm way too weak right now. I don't think I got experience for that, but it's fine. Anyway, we are going to make a cut to the pit, which is way more important than it was in previous seasons. All right, just as I did the Nightmare Dungeons, it's time to finally do the pit. So basically, the pit has been changed. I think the mechanics are the same, but the different difficulty tiers are now locked behind difficulties. Yeah, so you have normal, hard, expert, and finally penitent, and then torment. So access the Pit of Artificers by spending Artificer Stones at the Artificer's Obelisk in Karigar. So you say Artificer a lot. Successfully complete the pit by defeating the dungeon boss within the mastery timer. Upgrade Paragon Glyphs at the Awakened Glyph Stone. So the glyphs have been moved to the pit, which I think is pretty interesting. Now, one thing I'm going to do real quick, because we get Obucide by doing Nightmare Dungeons, I think I could theoretically masterwork some of my stuff. I'm just going to do it a few times. Just to get a little bit more damage, just in case. Will this upgrade the armor? 199 armor. Still 199 armor. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. Let's see how this goes. So we have 15 minutes to kill everything, just like before. This doesn't look good, to be blunt. Maybe I should switch up my equipment and power up a bit more. Yeah, this looks bad. This looks pretty bad. Well, among other things, I do have 5 Paragon levels, so I guess I could implement that. Sec. We're still doing quite a bit of damage. Let's hope for the best. I think Wifra here, we might be able to do this. But barely. Ooh, I almost died right there. So that's the problem. I'm incredibly squishy right now. And I believe the difficulty is actually Torment right now. So like hard, it doesn't exist. Every artificial level is equivalent to its difficulty. So I believe I have way less armor and way less resistances that I would have otherwise. So going through all my equipment and stacking the best equipment I had might have been wise, but we're fine. We are fine, hopefully. The power of the overpowered Spiritborn is going to save us. And we are a pretty high Paragon level. I think we could still do this. That almost killed us. Okay, I feel like I don't have quite enough stuff to move to the next portion. Maybe that's foolish. Alright, I think that's fine. Now, the advantage of doing a few pit levels ahead of time would have been leveling up my glyphs a bit, which would make me stronger, and getting the materials to upgrade my stuff. because like one bad hit could kill me. And I feel like the boss, that is a problem I had last season, where I was getting to a point at the high levels where I could clear it without any problem, but then the boss would absolutely ruin me. Now this is only level 20. I feel like it shouldn't be too difficult. It would be cool if they implemented the original bosses from the previous World Tier 3 to World Tier 4. I should have probably saved that channeling shrine. It was stupid of me to use it. It's fine though. If I can find another shrine that I can use while fighting the boss, that'd be fantastic. Oh, we died, really? Ooh. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's bad. Let's not go that way. Let's hope that I can find another shrine. Doesn't really look like it. Is a problem, to be sure. But we did actually get enough stuff. I guess I just have to go for it. Ooh, it's gonna be bad. Let's pray. Okay, so it's just a regular boss, and it's actually going pretty well, I'd say. Okay, I might have worried for nothing. He's stunned. Come on, come on, come on. Fantastic. Alright, so... Your triumphs in the pit have unlocked Torment difficulty. Change Torment difficulties at the statue in Kyovashad, Kurast, or Karagar. Unlock higher difficulties by conquering tiers in the Artificer's Pit. Very, very nice. And it seems like we have upgrades available. Pit level 20, 100% success chance rate. I see. Oh, does leveling them up decrease the success rate of like... success chance rate of upgrading, so they can go up to level 45 now? Completely redone. That is interesting. So I'm guessing the higher level the pit, the higher level the success chances, and the more upgrades you have. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to look that up in the future. Regardless, that is the pit. Access the Season's Journey through the Seasons tab in the main menu. The Season's Journey will guide you through the seasonal experience. Complete objectives to earn powerful rewards. Complete the specific number of objectives in the chapter to unlock the chapter rewards and progress to the next chapter. Make sure you claim your chapter rewards before the end of the season. Now, we've already kind of started that already. But I am able to claim these rewards, so that's very nice. We need to increase the difficulty, among other things, but should be good. Torment 1. Test your metal. For characters with the highest level of skill and equipment, enhanced by tempering and masterworking. The start of Diablo 4's endgame. New activities and items become available. Monster kills grant 300% more experience and gold. Common, magic, and rare equipment is automatically salvaged. Ancestral quality items become available. And increased legendary, unique, and mythic unique items per Torment tier. And my armor is reduced by 250 and resistances by 25. Alright, so we are now officially in the Torment difficulty, and I will be ending the episode here. We also concluded the Midwinter Blight, the first of the 2 holiday events that Blizzard created. There is a second one, which I will be showing off in the next episode. I'll also be showing off a little bit of the different in-game activities you can do. It's not that much more than what I've already shown in this season. Most of the new stuff is in the Nahantu region, but we'll get to that next episode.
And then after that, there will be a season story compilation episode, just like I've done for every other season. So join me for that. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I upload content 6 days a week currently. So subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.